All right, hi everybody. Welcome to our 20-minute training. We're going to try something a little bit different this time around. We're going to try to do something a little bit shorter. We were just talking before I started recording that Jamie and I have been talking about some different ways that we can hopefully try to get some more team members engaged in trainings. We know that you guys want these, and we know that certain days and times of the week might not work for people. And also, trying to get people to show up for an hour seems to be a little bit difficult. So we're trying some new things. We're going to try to do some shorter trainings. If we can knock something out in 20 minutes and then kind of send you guys on your way with some links where you can go find more information if you want to continue to learn about whatever the topic is, we're going to give that a try. So this is going to be our first 20-minute training tonight. Jamie's going to take over in just a minute. We're going to be talking about using AI as an aid and a tool in communication within our business. And so I am going to ask you guys if you can keep yourselves muted, and if you have any questions as Jamie's going through here, go ahead and put them in the chat. I'm going to try not to interrupt her just because I don't know if she's got a full 20 minutes worth of content to share with us. I want her to be able to get as much of that out as possible. And so if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. And if we have time at the end before the 20 minutes is up, we'll do Q&A. And if not, then we can go through and get the questions answered for you guys and bring questions back to the group. Okay. So Jamie, I'm going to go ahead and spotlight you.
My favorite thing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, are you going to share your screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I just make you the host then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so I made you the host. I think you have to like spotlight yourself now.
Okay.
I don't know.
After I'm brought a screen share, we should have tested this earlier.
We only have 20 minutes. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay.
Can you make yourself big? We want to see your face.
I'm trying and it's not. Do you usually do like the 3 things?
Yeah.
Because it just says
Pin.
Oh, there we go. Got
Okay,
it.
now I'm going to mute myself. Did I do that or did you do that?
I think I did it.
Oh, I think we clicked something at the same time because I thought I did it.
Oh, well, it worked.
All right. For it.
Hold on. Where's the screen share now? Because oh, there it is. Literally green button.
It's
Okay.
right there.
Got it. Okay. So I'm going to kind of show you some things with AI. So we learned about that when I did a leadership retreat with Laura back at the beginning of the month, or end of January. So I know AI is kind of scary for a lot of people, but it is a tool that I think we can utilize in this business and also in our personal lives. So I am going to share my screen. Come on. There we go. Okay. Can everyone see this? Okay. So this is, I posted in our event, but it's called chat.openai.com. And if you set up an account, it'll actually save kind of what you, on the side here, what you have searched. So you can kind of go back and take a look at it. It should save it for 30 days. So that's kind of a nice feature as well. So I'm just going to kind of put in here just some Sensi follow-up questions, and then we can kind of tweak it. So if you literally just come down to the bottom here, and you can just type in Sensi follow-up, and it'll type to you, and just say like samples. And then it'll kind of just walk you right through here. This is one I did earlier today. So here's just some wording. So if you just type up Sensi follow-up wording, it's going to give you all of these suggestions. And then the really cool thing that you can do is if you don't see something on here that you like, or maybe just not kind of your forte, you can type in another word, and I just typed in simplify, and then it gives you things for shorter amounts of time. So if you don't want to send a super long message, or this one's kind of fun too, if you just are like, jazz it up. It just kind of gives you like some more fun wording for it. And then you can kind of pick and choose and see what one that you like the best. And like this one's kind of funny, like, hey there, name, how's your nose dancing with those Sensi samples? So obviously, if you don't say hey there, you're going to want to tweak that to your wording. But I just find that kind of fun. and just kind of something that's simple and fast for you. So you can literally type anything in these searches. If you are wanting to, this isn't Scentsy related, but this one kind of comes in handy. Let's say you have some chicken in the fridge that you need to use. You can just say easy recipes. I totally don't think I spelled that right, but it's fine. And it'll literally break down for you a recipe and tell you how to do it. This one gave us multiple suggestions with chicken recipes. So you can, like I said, you can use it with your business. You can also use it with your personal lives. So that's chat openai.com. So you can kind of use the same thing. The next other thing that, so I pay for Canva Pro. So on there, they have something that I just recently found out that they also have an AI thing for that as well. So I have one, I found this on Facebook. So the one thing that I notice quite often is there's lots of copying pasting that's being done on Facebook if a post is working. So I found this in a group today and I was like, oh, let me just kind of tweak the wording and see what happens. So I just literally took this sentence. Also, the dogs are eating behind me, so I'm sorry if you can hear them crunching. So I just took this first sentence in a template on Canva, and it just says, with winter coming to an end, it's time to start thinking about spring cleaning. So if you click it and you click on this magic right, you come down here to where it says sprinkle fairy dust, and you can click it, and it literally changes it to however you want it to say. So this changes it to, as winter's embrace wanes, the whisper of spring cleaning beckons. You can click it again if you're not super happy with that. And it obviously gets longer, however you want it to do. So I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to copy this just so I don't have to retype it over here. I keep having to bar, bear with me. And if we paste that in here.
I said, yeah. Woman, man, child. You get it in order.
It's gonna just kind of give us some other options here. So you can kind of put in like, maybe there's something that you know that you want to do with like decluttering, which we've been doing our challenge. If you want to do a deep clean, you can kind of figure out what you want to focus on with your, like the new swipes that we have. Let's see. And then also Kim and I figured out that you can also use AI now on Facebook, but it doesn't do it from our computer. It only does it from your phone. So it didn't work for me on my computer. So this one I just put jazz up the wording with the winter coming, blah, blah, blah. And then it kind of gave us a new way to word it there. So that's just something that I enjoy on there. And then like this one, they already have ones that are pre-made in Canva. So again, if you click on it, and you click the magic right, and sprinkle fairy dust, it's going to change that wording. So even if you just use a straight normal template, if you change the wording, everyone's not going to have the same one, which is really nice. But yeah, so I think that was those two. And then does it work on yours, Kim, on your Facebook for your like status for AI, or does it only work from your phone?
I don't know. I think I was trying it on my phone when we were talking about it. I'm going in there right now to look and see. Probably not. But I just couldn't remember when you said that. I was like, oh, was I using my phone when we were talking about that? Because
I think so, because I feel like you sent a screenshot to me.
yeah, I don't see anything. I just went into like my onto my regular page and I don't see it on there, but it does on the app at least. I
Okay.
haven't, I don't remember if I played with it or not, or if I just saw that you could do it. But
So I will try to show like my phone on here, but okay. So if you go to your phone and you go to Facebook and you just go to make a post, like this one, I just typed, hey, how are you doing? Sorry if it's backwards for you, but it gives you the different options. So you can change it with AI, you can fix your grammar, and you can do those types of things. So I'm just going to click fix grammar, and then it's thinking. And so then it pops up here with all the different options and kind of shows you how it technically should be typed for you. which I think is really nice because a lot of times people don't really think of that. And then you can also use it with AI there too. So then like if we do the, hey, how are you doing? If you click the write with AI, it's going to give you kind of different options for that too. So just another way to figure out how to kind of spruce it up. And just kind of make it a little bit different, make it sound like you. Obviously, you might still have to tweak some things here. Oh, that was the other thing. Okay, hold on. I have to go back to Facebook, so bear with me here. If I go into our Wax Bars group, Kim had made a post earlier today about SFR. So if you see, like, let's say you see you're scrolling and you see that this post is, you're like, oh, sweet, I want to share that. Obviously, you don't want to copy and paste it because it's going to sound like everyone else. You can go in here, you can paste it. And then it's going to kind of change it for you. The thing I like about this one too is it's going to add emojis for you. And then you can literally go in, and you can copy and paste that to your post. You then can just type in simplify. And it's going to make it less. Or again, jazz it up. It's really hard to type on when you're on the spot. But like, how fun is this? And this is just, it just makes it sound something different than everyone else is going to be getting. So that is my spiel. Does anyone have any questions?
I'm obsessed.
Right? Me too.
I
When Molly
really
brought
am
it up, I was
because
like,
I
this
just
is so
put in the
easy.
chat. I'm like, I love how, like, I don't have a creative brain. So 90% of the things that I share, I've gotten from somebody else and I've just tweaked it because I'm really big on that. Please do not copy and paste, right? Because, you know, if you know me at all, like, you know that most of my posts will start with like, you guys, or hey friends. I don't say y'all unless something's really, really serious. Like if it's serious, I'll say y'all, but I'm from Michigan. We don't say that here. But I and I know when people are taking my things and using them, and I don't mind as long as you're changing up the wording, but sometimes it's difficult. Like I do not have the creative brain. And so I love how I could take something of Jamie's that I like, throw it into Chat GPT or throw it into Facebook, or I actually use this in Project Broadcast too. You can use they have a if you use Project Broadcast, they have a little tool in there called Ava now. It's AIVA, so it's um what is AI? Artificial intelligence. Is that what it stands for? Virtual assistant is what that stands for. And it's the same thing. When I'm typing up a text or a campaign to go out to my customers in Project Broadcast, I get long-winded. No kidding, right?
And you can click
So
simplify and
yeah,
it'll
exactly.
shrink it down.
Yes. So that's what I use the most is I'll type out everything I want to say because I always have those extra words in there, just the little words like maybe or if you might want to like take out the fluff, right? So I'll type up what I would say and then I'll click on the little Ava thing and I'll hit I think it might even say shorten or simplify whatever the thing is. And then it'll bring up something shorter. And then usually what I do is take that and copy it and then I'll put it back in there. And I might add some more stuff back in there just to make it me because a lot of times, especially when you're simplifying, it pulls out all of that personality, right? But you can add a little bit of that back in to make it you, but you've changed it up or you've shortened it up, you've taken out the word vomit, you've, jazzed it up. Like, is that in Chat GPT where you put jazz it up?
Yeah.
But you make it a little bit more fun or you make it a little bit more personal. I just did this. When did I do this? I think I was doing something in Chat GPT and I said, make it more casual. I was going to send an email and it seemed very professional, right? It was, I was sending an email to somebody about the products that they had ordered previously that are going away, right? So when it brought up its answer to my thing, it was very businesslike, which somebody at some company might want, but I needed it to be a little bit more casual and personal. So I just put make it more casual and it gave me another option. And then I said, I don't remember what I said after that, but it took a couple times to kind of tweak it and get it where I wanted it. And then I just dumped it into Workstation and I added a little bit of whatever and then I sent it out. So this is a great tool for communication within our businesses, because I think sometimes we get scared of what to say. And I don't know about you guys, like I watch a lot of what other people do. And so I might see something that somebody posts and I'm like, oh, I love the way they worded that. And taking that and sticking it into Chat GPT or using the AI on Facebook or using AI in Canva or whatever, and making it your own is going to make you more comfortable communicating with your team, your customers, potential recruits, potential hostesses, whatever the case may be. And then you don't have to feel so worried about how you sound, right? Um, you still have to get out of your own head, because I think there's no AI in the world that's going to change our mindset. But this is just a tool to help us kind of break through that barrier a little bit, because getting hung up on wording is very easy to do. I think I do it all the time. I'm like, oh, I got to send out emails, but I don't even know what to say. So I just won't do it, and now we've got tools that we can utilize that can help us bust through that obstacle and move forward.
Yep. Brittany had asked if you have to pay for it. Nope, the website you don't have to pay for. I pay for Canva Pro, so that will give you the option in Canva. But if you're wanting to create, like, let's say you have a flyer or something that you like, you can type it into your GPT and then just paste it onto Canva if you don't want to pay for the Pro. And
Is it
then
not an option? Is it not a whatever in the free version? You
don't
probably don't
believe
know because
so.
you have the paid one.
I don't think it was.
I doubt
So I
it.
think that's why I had upgraded it back up to Pro. And then Michelle also said that she'd been leery of AI as a whole, and I have too. I'm not gonna lie, but the thing is, these are recording us no matter what we're saying. So unfortunately, we're living in a world that we're constantly monitored, which is, I mean, scary, right? But if we can use this to our advantage, obviously, don't type things in there that you might not want to have typed.
Don't be like, my password is this right now. What should I change it to?
Right. So I mean, but this is definitely I think we can utilize it in a bunch of different ways. So that's that.
I love it. So just to kind of recap, because we are down to the last 2 minutes. I don't know if there was any other, okay, I don't see any other questions in there yet. If anybody else has any other questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. But just to recap, so Jamie went over Chat GPT, which is an app that you can utilize on your phone. She put the link in our event page. So if you are in the event page, which you had to be to get in here, because that's where I posted the link. If you didn't set up your account to do that beforehand, you can go do that now. It's free. It's a free app, right? And then play around with it. Like you're not like sending out messages as soon as you do it. Just go in there and play around with it and see, like, think about the things that you might get hung up on and put them in there and see what Chat GPT does for you. Also, she talked about Canva. It's an option in Canva Pro. You can go in and play with it. It is an option on Facebook on the app. And then also, if you use Project Broadcast, it is an option in there. It's the little tool is called Ava, and it's another place that you can utilize it. There's probably other programs and apps and stuff out there. I would probably be a little bit leery of just Googling like AI programs and, picking one, because ChatGPT, I think, is run through Apple, actually, I think. I'm not sure, but I know that one is like a well-known, like, it's a legit app. So I wouldn't be too worried about that any more than you would be on anything else. But I wouldn't just go like Google and find, Jim Bob's AI program. All right, you guys. So I have a link to another training. I don't have it here in the office. It's in the other room. I wrote it down. I'm gonna post it in the group. It's a link to another training that Lacey Perkins, who's another Sensi consultant, did. It's on YouTube, so you can go there and watch her training as well, see what types of ideas and tips she has for utilizing AI in your business. And then if you happen to, while you're on YouTube watching that, if you happen to find any other AI trainings or tips or ideas that you want to share, definitely bring them back to the group and share them, because that's what we're trying to do here, is get as much info out to you guys as possible. So thank you, Jamie. And thank you to everybody that joined. I'm thrilled that we had as many people on as we did. And so if making our trainings 20 minutes is going to help us get more people engaged, then I'm here for that. So if you are on here watching the replay, we missed you. And I will post the link again to that other training in the event page once we're done here, and go out and play a little bit with AI and see what you guys come up with. If you come up with anything cool, like if you say, hey, I want to send out an email about this, and here's what Chat GPT said to do, post it in the group. Like, we can make a conversation out of this so people can learn as we go. Nobody's an expert in this at this point. It's all very new to everybody. But as you go in there and play around with it, just share what you come up with, share what you find, and then we'll all learn together at the same time. So thanks again, you guys. It feels weird to be done. I'm like, we just got here. Anybody else have any other questions? Did you guys enjoy this shorter training? Because I think like at 20 minutes in, I would still be rambling on about something. So
I just want to say thank you. That was awesome and informational.
awesome.
You're
Well, I'm
welcome.
glad that you found it awesome and informational, because that's what we're trying to do. Like,
Yes.
get the information to you, and then we're going to give you another link where you can go learn some more from somebody else too, if you want to dive into this more. So I will get that posted shortly, and we'll probably plan another one of these for another couple weeks. I think I want to do new catalog Jeopardy in early March.
Which is
So
longer than 20 minutes, but
that one won't be 20 minutes. There is no way we can do new catalog Jeopardy in 20 minutes, but that would be like more of a fun thing if people want to join. And I'm going to do either a Zoom once we find out all about SFR, everything. I'll do a Zoom for that. So there'll be more of these coming, and we'll try to switch up days as much as we can to where it works for at least Jamie and I, because we have to be on here. So it has to work for us. But we'll try to get as many people engaged as we possibly can. And we really appreciate you guys taking time out of your lives to be here and put some extra effort into your businesses so that we can all grow this year. Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.